here is the Carrie franchise ranked. So that's 4 movies, the original, the sequel to the original, the first 2002 TV remake, and the 2013 theatrical remake. So, let's get started. At number 4 is Carrie 2013. The Carrie movie that came out in theaters. Now, I will say there are some good things about it. It's a very watchable movie, and it is technically better than the Rage Carrie 2 and the Carrie TV film. I will say it is technically better, and again, there are some good things about it, like the film looks the best, even compared to the original, because it's more modern. So I will say, even against the original, it looks better than even the original. I love the actor Ansel Elgort. I love him in The Fault in Our Stars and the 2021 version of West Side Story. In this, he plays Tommy Ross. He has a certain charisma about him. He's just very likable. I like the actor. And the prom scene is nice and gory. But why this is at number 4? Like I said, this is a better film. A better film than the sequel and the first remake. But what I can't stand is the portrayal of Carrie. She's too pretty. She's not ugly. Not that Sissy Spacek or Angela Bettis was ugly or anything, but she's clearly more pretty than the other two. So it's not believable that she would be a Carrie, that she could portray Carrie that well. So it does not seem like she would be bullied, So that is the main thing that kills the movie, but there are some other stuff. I don't think the movie is creepy. I don't think it's as creepy as the original by far. Not that the other 2 films are even that creepy either, but this is like the least creepy, I guess. And it's more hip and cool and young and all that stuff. And one of the bigger negatives is they don't really do anything new or different. So it is just a carbon copy of the original movie. So there's just really nothing else that stands out in it. So number 4 is Carrie 2013. Now my number 3 and my number 2 are kind of hard. I could see either of these in either places for, I like this film because I like this, but I don't like it for this. The other film, I like it for this. I don't like it for this. But number 3, I'm going to say is The Rage Carrie 2. So the sequel to the original film. Now, I do like the new plot of the guys with the sex chart. That was interesting. I like the gory kills in the end. That's kind of fun, taking a more slasher approach to the material. And I am actually pretty interested and invested in Rachel and Jesse's relationship. That was actually a pretty interesting part of the movie. It's interesting and different. But the thing that knocks it back is it's such a weird direction for a Carrie sequel. It was made to be something else, but at the very end they slapped the Carrie logo on it for a few more bucks. This just never should have been a sequel to Carrie. There never should have been a sequel to Carrie. I think it'd be better if we had the original and then we just happen to have the other 2 remakes so that we can compare all 3 of them. But this, just having a sequel to the original is just completely weird. So it's an interesting movie. It's an okay movie, but probably not a movie I would be willing to watch that much. Number 2 is Carrie 2002, the TV remake of Carrie. Angela Bettis's portrayal of Carrie is really amazing. She is so weird. She is such an oddball, and I stated this in my review. I think I might like her more than Sissy Spacek. She's just so weird. She looks weird. So I really like the performance of Carrie in this one. I also like it that people were around to taunt Carrie with the tampons in her locker. When she opened it up, a bunch of tampons come out. So it makes her have a reason to kill everyone at the prom scene. While in the original, it was just the girls were taunting her in the locker room, and there weren't really any other guys or anybody else that taunted her in the original. So I actually do kind of like that. That's interesting. And the prom scene is good and scary. That's like always a positive in all these films, the ending / prom scene. But it's good. It is a really good prom scene. On the other hand, it doesn't look that good. I think it looks the worst. It's the worst looking movie, but it's because it was made for TV, so that's just kind of an easy stab to take at it. The aftermath scenes are boring, and it ruins the pacing of the movie. I'd rather watch the movie itself instead of having the aftermath of it, but turns out this was supposed to kick off like a TV series with Carrie and her friend, but that never happened, so it's just weird. And the movie is pretty long, with it being 2 hours and 12 minutes of runtime, so it got long at the prom scene. That is when I really felt the runtime of it. But other than that, this movie I think is a worthwhile Carrie film. It's an interesting, different-ish take on the source material. But number 1 is clearly Carrie 1976. It's easily the best film. There shouldn't have even ever been any film about it, but whatever, we have a franchise of this. Sissy Spacek as Carrie is great. She is awesome. She's a horror icon. Lloyd Piper as Mama, as the mother, is actually creepier than Carrie, and the ending is actually the creepiest scene of the movie, I think. And the prom scene, prom carnage scene, is scary, and I like it that the light goes from red to blue. That was pretty creepy. That was really cool. And the only other thing that I can think of that I don't like that actually does stand out is the sped up scene with the guys getting tuxes is a little weird. They speed it up for whatever reason. Like, that's easily would have just been another minute of screen time if they hadn't sped it up. So it just stands out. It's a little weird. But that's it. That's about the only negatives I have with it. Carrie is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So Carrie 1976 is easily my number 1 favorite Carrie film. Thanks for watching.